They laughed at me for years. Not one day, not one week, years. Every time they passed my land and saw that massive ship sitting on dry ground, they said the same thing. Noah has finally lost his mind. And some mornings, when my hands were sore and my back was burning, I whispered it to myself too. Because how do you explain a warning to people who enjoy the way things are? God didn't tell me what was coming to scare me. He told me because he wanted to save someone. He said the world had become violent and twisted. People hurt each other like it was normal, and nobody even felt shame anymore. Then he gave me one instruction that sounded impossible. Build an ark. So I did. Day after day, I cut wood until my palms split. I measured beams until my eyes blurred. I sealed every gap with pitch until the smell stayed on my clothes. And while I built, I warned, I spoke, I pleaded. But people don't like warnings. Warnings interrupt comfort. Warnings force a decision. Some mocked me. Some called me dramatic. Some got angry, like my obedience was an attack on their lifestyle. And a few listened long enough to look worried, then walked away and chose the crowd. Then the day came when the sky changed. It didn't start with thunder. It started with silence. A heavy silence, like the air itself was holding its breath. And then the animals arrived. I didn't chase them. I didn't trap them. They just came, two by two, moving straight toward the ark like they were following a voice only they could hear. People noticed that. They stopped laughing. They started whispering. That's when God said to me, "Go into the ark." I stood at the door and I stared at it because I knew what it meant. Once I stepped inside, the warning season would end. My family came behind me. We carried what we could: food, water, supplies, our whole life reduced to what our arms could hold. And I felt the weight of it because I didn't want anyone to be lost. I wanted them to turn back. I wanted them to take God seriously. Then the first drops fell. Light at first, almost gentle. People looked up and some even laughed again. "See, it's just rain." But it didn't stop. The rain thickened. The ground turned soft underfoot. The wind became sharp. And then the deep places beneath the earth broke open. Water came from above and below. That's when I heard it. Panic. Feet pounding, people shouting names, voices rising and breaking. Inside the ark, my heart was beating so hard I could hear it. Because fear isn't only about danger. Fear is also about knowing you warned them and they still didn't listen. Then the most terrifying part happened. The door closed. I didn't close it. God did. And when I heard that final sound, I understood something I will never forget. Mercy gives time, but time has an end. The ark began to lift. It groaned like it might split, but it held. Not because I was strong enough, because God was. And as the water rose and the world disappeared, one truth stayed in my chest like fire. The ark wasn't just a boat. It was a refuge, a way out, a door that stayed open for a long time, but not forever. So if this story makes your heart feel uneasy, don't ignore that. A warning is not hate. A warning is love. Because God never told me to build the ark to look impressive. He told me to build it so someone could live.